As some people said before, again, I'm not a good speaker at all. I can be a good bartender behind the bar. I don't tell me to make a drink, I can make a good drink. But to speak in front of so many people right now, but I don't even have my slots, I don't have my presentation, nothing. I want to talk about something which I'm working since 12 years, but I'm facing it every second day. Traveling across the world, traveling across in India, traveling small cities like Belgaum, small cities in India, various parts. It's the basic and professionalism. It's like ethics. Now, ethics is our own perspective about our life. So, I just want to know some small things from our mentors that what they think about ethics in bartending. We have spoken about mixology, we have spoken about basics, we have spoken about business, we have spoken about balancing it. I agree on everything. But what I'm facing myself, because I'm 34, I'm still working as a bartender behind the bar every single day. But because of some mistakes from some people, I still have to face some wrong things from the people who call us to work. What is, as per you, as ethic in bartending?
I think it's the first and the foremost thing is human discipline, and it's just not restricted to bartending. If you have good human discipline, you set an example, and then you lead from the front, and that boils down to each of us. So discipline is the key. If you talk about bartending, somebody rightly said, mindful bartending. It brings in everything under one thing. So I think that's important. So to me, anybody, I've had many junior bartenders who come and bartended. Brilliant chaps, great creativity, good speed, great presence. But when they lack discipline, they lose everything. So the basic discipline is very important.
Yeah, that's very true. Now we're talking about discipline. I come on very small topic in discipline is ask yourself, I'm not asking you, how many of you ready to have a first sip of your cocktail when you make it? How clean you are, how hygienic you are. Ask yourself, don't answer me at all. How many of you ready right now to make a cocktail? I'm not talking about here, I'm talking about a bar, I'm talking about a place you're working for a wedding, you're working for a private party, anywhere. How many of you are ready, just ask yourself in 5 seconds, like, to make that cocktail and sip yourself for a first drink. Like, first sip. Because we know where we do mistakes. We know what have we used. We know where our nails are concerned. We know where our shave is concerned. We know where we have smoked, we have not washed our hands. We know where we are hygienic or not hygienic. So, I'm not pointing anybody right now. I'm just like, this is small things what we should remember and while working at the bar. Because any of my days not gone standing at the stage or standing behind the counter and teaching bartending. Every single day of my life in 14 years have gone behind the bar working as a bartender. So I'm telling you about my experience. There's nothing, I'm not a person who's there, who reads somewhere and made a legacy name and all. I'm a very small guy. I learned from Stir, learned from Yamdul Lama, learned from Mrs. Sandy. I met them in different points. They've taught me different things from their own parts. So I've learned few mixology things from him. I've learned from Shabbi ma'am about the ethics and professionalism, which then Mrs. Sandy, of course, about business. He taught me like almost 8 years back when a big ship is going, a small boat should always remember think of getting in. But being a small ship, I told him that time my answer was like, I'm very happy as a small ship, at least this boat is mine. At least this small boat is mine, so I'm happy with that. Okay, coming on ethics again back. How many of you think drinking and smoking behind the bar is okay? But how many of you think drinking and smoking behind the bar is okay? Now this is about ethics. Ethics is not a law, it's our own perspective. So my perspective about the bar, you should not drink behind the bar. I tell you frankly, everybody came here, they shown about cocktail, they shown about how can we unique, every single thing. But how I got recognized in this industry, because they know this guy doesn't drink. They don't drink at all, they are about hygiene, they are about their standards. They have actually, I don't want to take any kind of names, but people have actually doubted us. Like, before you, some bartenders came and they have done this. But we have set this example, and the reason I'm telling you recently, like now little language about how Mrs. Sandy talks about, somebody gave us alcohol of 75 lakh rupees. And he just wanted to try and see, okay, how much we're giving him back. Trust me, every single ML in a wedding party we have given him a hand. And that guy appreciated and sent us an appreciation letter. This was in Delhi for Crown Plaza's son, his party, youngster party. So that is what is called ethic. And then if you talk about drinking, that's the some people from international, I'm really sorry, I'm not pointing at anybody, but international bartenders, they drink at the bar, and a lot of people from our industry in India also following that. In recent, I went for some competition. Now this is about flair and a mixology board. There's somebody, a flair bartender, completed his routine and had a glass of beer on the stage. I asked him, bro, this is not allowed. You know what was the answer? I'm a flair bartender, I completed my routine. I said, I respect that. If you want to drink, we have a bar outside, we have everything okay. What are you showing to the crowd? What are you teaching to your students? What are you teaching to the new people who are coming for this generation? Yes, my routine is over, everything is done. I took a beer and I had it in front of the crowd. What is he learning? He is learning a very wrong. He didn't remember any of your units. He don't remember what is your drink, but he remembers only one thing. He did this style. This is a style of a bartender. No, it's a very wrong path of a bartending. So, is this a legacy? What is we said? What are we setting for our juniors in the future? No, not at all. So please, it's my request. This was my very small. It's all about professionalism, ethics. Is this only? I'm talking. It's just very small point. We all might be thinking inside now that, "Pata hai yaar, roz ki baat hai." But we forgetting it. We do it in front of our juniors, and we make them realize, "Oh, dude, I worked for 10 years. I can do this." No, we are not. We are not allowed to do that. We have learned from our mentors. We are following it, and we have to teach that. If we do it in front of them, abusive language is a big point in India right now, especially North India. When I go to Chandigarh and places to work, sorry, sir. You got it. See, you have worked in North India. It means you have worked in North India. So Madi and Pandi is very common there. But it's not about that you have to reply in the same language. For whosoever it is in front of you, he's your friend, he's your whosoever, your uncle, your whosoever. But at the bar, when you're behind the bar, you're not allowed to use any kind of abusive language. I went to Thailand, I was in Malaysia for some weddings. There's this, our Indian bartenders, my group guy, like a guy who works for my company. There's another Gora guy in the bar, and the way he's speaking, he was using abusive language, and this guy started speaking the same language with the crowd. I'm like, I'm really sorry, but I never taught you this. Or I never heard this in my bar, or I never taught this. Like, UK guy can speak, why can't we speak? I said, dude, you just said he's from UK and you're from India. You have to respect mannerism. There's some mannerism taught to us from childhood now, that you have to respect your guest. He's paying for you. You are a bartender, you are a star, you are everything, but dude, he's paying for you. You have to respect him. You cannot say, bro, I'm a bartender, I can go for only this 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour and I'm out. So when people ask us, like, what do you do? My first answer is, I'm gonna be there from your first glass of water till your last glass of water. Whatever happens in between is all the screenshot. Don't remember that. It's gonna be fun, it's gonna be a moment of your life. But it's our duty to give water in the end. Yeah, a lot of people have a very wrong perception about making people drunk to the core. It means you're the best bartender. No. You have to take care of that. See, now it's a very responsible duty to give them a good cocktail, good taste, get them high, balance them well, and make them walk back to the room or wherever they're doing, or they're driving a car. It's very important for them to. Then when you see somebody's drunk, we have listened this thing a lot of times before. But when you see a person who's getting a little high, little drunk, use a little more lime, try to give lime water, try to give shots. Now what we have started in recent, like I'm sharing my USP with you guys. In the end of the party, we take bongs. You all know we give bong shots and all. So we make shots of bong with spa water. In the end, with a lot of lime and orange, fresh orange and lime, we keep it from before, and we go in the crowd and we give that. Trust me, people have given us blessings. They have actually given us blessings on our faces, like, God bless you. Like, you got me high. I gave you all the abuses in the world, but in the end, you made me so relieved that you gave me chilled water, and I'm walking straight out from this party, and I was drunk at the core. So these are few small things what we have to remember. Just so getting people high is important, but balancing them and getting them back to the thing is also important. It's the duty of a bartender. Thank you so much. I have this much to speak. It's all about my experience. As I told you, I am not a person who go into teaching and all, but I've just spoken every single thing about what I have gone through and I'm going through. My very small request to all the freelance partners, because I'm doing a lot of freelancing, I'm more onto freelancing. Please, no stealing alcohol. It's setting up a very wrong stage for people who do freelancing, because people have been caught putting alcohol into Bisleri bottle, taking it out is wrong. Please don't do it. It's very cheap to buy alcohol from outside and drink, but don't disgrace the community. I'm telling you from my heart, because I'm telling you again, everybody have something to do, but I'm working and traveling every single day. I'm traveling today also to Thailand. But I feel bad when they actually doubt us when I'm drinking a water also. I'm drinking water by a glass and somebody doubted me because he has seen somebody before having a neat vodka by a glass. So I even have names, even if you told me who have done it, but I'm just giving a normal message to all the bartenders. Respect this. Please do not do this. No stealing at all at the bar, because small or big or small shot, everything is stealing. Drinking behind the bar is also a stealing only. So that's all, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Binny. We learned a lot from you. Thank you so much. And now moving on, as the series goes on, everybody's looking there. The next speaker should be Pankaj, but then being the host, we are requesting him to take the session at the end. And now moving on, we would request our next speaker, that is Mr. Kama. Kama with a very interesting topic, and the topic is the Big Bang Theory. He's a food and beverage consultant and a trainer for F&B trade. So there's no movement. Where's Mr. Kama? So huge applause for Mr. Kama and for the interesting topic, the Big Bang Theory. And I think this happens only in India.